Hey friends, it's Cassie Nowak, and I hope that you've had a chance to start on the remote teaching workshop that I have for you. And again, I kind of put that together in a really short amount of time, like a day and a half, because I wanted to get it out there and have it available to you so that, as you're getting started on your remote teaching efforts, you'd have something to get going. And because I did it all so fast, it wasn't very cute. And I promised you that if you clicked to sign up for my email list, that I would send you the updates when I got them done. So today I made some templates that you can use with your own learning paths, and I tried to make them a lot cuter than the sample that I worked with. So I'm going to show you each one of these slides and tell you how you can use it. So this first slide, this is just the summary slide. So I'm going to make a copy first so that I save the original. So I'm just clicking File, Make a Copy, an entire presentation. And maybe I'll name it this week. Maybe I'm going to use this one for this week. Okay, so now I have a copy and I still have my original in my drive. And it's set up where you can just type in the date. So today is Monday, March 16th. And everything in this PowerPoint is editable so that you can change it, you can delete it or whatever. So you could type your objective here, what you're going to learn about. You can do each step that the students are going to complete as they work through this learning path. And you can put a complete date if you want. If you don't want it, you can just delete that text box. And then there's that done. I also made some digital stickers for you. And I think they're so cute because they use the cutest clip art ever. It's by my favorite clip artist, Sarah Pecorino. And so basically you can just copy these and paste them onto the student slides. So if you don't want to give these to the students, you can just delete that slide before you share this presentation with the students. Okay, so we have a Q&A board so the students can type their questions and other students or you can type answers. So this is ready to go for you. I did realize in my training video that I was talking about having a collaborative question and answer board, but this is the student's own copy. It's not something that they can work back and forth together. So I decided in this one to show you how you can have a collaborative one if you want to. So I did change it to where this is just, if you want to use this one, it would just be you, the teacher, answering the questions. But I have a couple of different options that you can use to have an actual collaborative one so your students can help each other. So the first one I have is where you are going to use a Google Doc to create this collaborative and then link it here so that students can click it. And let me show you how that works. Down here in the comments section, there is a link you can click and it will force you to make a copy. So I'm just going to click that and show you. So I have here a copy of questions and answers, and it literally is just a table where you can write your question or your answer, but you're going to want this to be shareable between all of your students. So how you do that is you click the share button, and then you're going to get a shareable link, but this time you want anyone with the link can edit. So I'm going to click this down arrow and change it to edit. Now anyone who clicks that link can edit it or type in that single document. So I'm clicking done. Okay, and so I have, make sure I had that copied. Okay, so now back in the learning path, you're going to paste that link here. Okay, so now when students want to answer questions, they would just click this link. A lot of times when you paste into here, it doesn't create the link automatically. So if you just select it all and press this insert link button, it will change it into a link. And so you do that, and then the students can open this up and they can type their questions and different students can open it up and type their answers. So that is one way where you don't have to use any special technology in order to make a collaborative question and answer board. But I wanted to show you one more way, and this is the way that I loved to use, and that was to use a program called Padlet to make this board where you can comment, you can like, and things like that. So I want to show you that really quickly. It is so easy and free to set up a Padlet account if you don't have one. I do have one opened up, and I created this Padlet really quickly. The kids can create a question just by double clicking and typing their question. And then other students can comment by clicking this comment button. It pulls it up here and everybody can add their answers and questions. And this is super easy to share. All you have to do is click the share button and then copy it to clipboard. And then you would want to come in here to your learning path and paste that link there so that students can access it. And again, if it doesn't become an automatic link, you can just highlight the whole thing, press that link button, and it will. Okay, so now students can access this just by clicking the link here, and they can go have a question and answer board and all work together that way. Okay, I have a video slide where you would really just have to insert your video right here. So maybe, let's see, it's not loading very fast and I don't want to waste a bunch of time, but let's say it's this one. Okay, so you would just paste your video here. You can resize it to fit the space that you have. Kids can also watch it full size, so it's okay. You can change what you want it to say. You can have them take notes, or you can ask a question here, and this is space for them to type in. If you don't want it at all, you can always just press delete. So there's this video. There is another one for you to import directional videos that maybe you made in Screencastify. I would sometimes use directions for activities. So over here you can type you'll need and make a list of things, or basically this is just space for you to be able to elaborate a little bit on whatever you want on the slide, whatever you want the students to do. So here is another one. This is for when you're sending students to other websites, whether it's to play an online game or to complete an activity in a program that your school subscribes to. Whatever you want them to go do, but you want to hold them accountable for doing it, you can have them copy their results and paste them right back here onto this slide. So you can change this. If it's not a game, you can change it to go do reading tree and put your scores here, or whatever it is. You can type questions. You can change these too. Let's see. The next slide is a give and take slide. So in my workshop, I use the example of a brain dump and how I gave students a Google Doc in order to fill out, and then they were supposed to brain dump and then send it back to me. So this is kind of where you can facilitate that sort of action. So here where it says take this from me, you would just paste your link from your Google Drive. Remember to change the back end of your link to copy so that the students get their own copy when they click it. And then once they're done doing their work, then they're going to give it back to you by putting a shareable link right here. And so I made a little picture to show the students exactly how they can get that shareable link so that they know how to do it. So let's look at the next one. Here's one that says, here's your work, and it has a digital toolbox. So this is a great example for like just digitizing any old regular worksheet. And so I made a bunch of, let's say you just copy and pasted a picture of a worksheet right here and you wanted students to do some things. So here are just some little tools, and they can drag multiple of them over. So I have some highlighting strips. Maybe it's multiple choice and they want to put a circle around the right answer, or maybe it's a short answer. They can grab a text box. There's some X's to cross things out, or maybe they want to combine some of them to label. So all of these digital tools right here can help using a regular worksheet and making that possible. So let's look at the next, and again, it's editable. Like it doesn't have to say, here's your work or whatever. I also included down here, sometimes if you put a worksheet on there, it's hard to see and the kids need to zoom in. So it helps them to understand how to do that. And then here is a slide that I made where you can use it with your task cards. Just take a screen snip of your task card and then paste it here. And I made a little hiding space already. So you can just put the answer to the task card here and cover it up so that it will be self-checking. This one is, have I got a question for you? And basically you're going to type your question here, maybe use this as a place for students to either reflect or to just kind of raise your level of questioning so that they get more out of the activity that they're doing. So here's kind of another one. If you want to use a PDF or a copy of something, this is the one in my workshop that I showed with a quiz where the kids take a quiz. So here you would just paste the link to the PDF in your Google Drive for whatever it is you want them to do. And then down here, they would, I don't know what happened. That doesn't look right. Click here to open. Okay, click here to open. So basically, if you made an answer document in Google Forms, like I showed you in the workshop, you could paste the link to the Google Form answer document right here, ask some questions, delete them if you don't want them. And the last one is kind of a self-assessment slide, and you can put some activity that they were supposed to complete and allow them to think about how they did. Maybe you give them comments or they give themselves comments. So all of these are just kind of templates for the things that I talked about during the workshop. So if you haven't taken the workshop, make sure that you go through all of the different videos so that you can really see how you could use these templates in order to facilitate remote learning for your students. And so hopefully this helps you get started. You can duplicate any of these slides. If you have 10 task cards, you can take this purple one, just press Control over here. If you have it clicked in the slide sorter, if you just press Control D, you can see that you can have multiple of those. So you can really use this to get you started. You can tweak it, delete it, add things, whatever you want to do. But this is a way that it'll make it a little bit faster for you to get going with your own digital learning path. So hope this helps. If you have any questions, you can email me, cassienoack@gmail.com. And just kind of be on the lookout because I'm working on some other things that will be coming to you soon. All right, bye.